All right, we're live. And oh shoot, yeah, my tripod's broken.
Oh no.
It's all right. It's fine. It's all fine. All right, we'll give it about 15 minutes for people to get in here. What's that?
Right.
All right, we'll give it about 15 minutes for people to get in here.
It's not lagging. That's good.
Right. Yeah, that's always a plus. It's always 50-50 shot on my end.
Right.
It's always a plus. It's always 50-50 shot on my end. Over here.
That's good.
Mosquitoes are already out.
We got people from Missouri. Ozark guy.
Oh, nice. Welcome in, Raptor Will, Caleb, Ozark's Great Adventures. Gosh dang, there's already a ton of mosquitoes out here.
Yeah, that's why I did mine inside.
Yeah, my lighting's so bad, and I don't feel like buying. I'm not an actual streamer, so I'm not gonna like buy all that stuff.
Yeah. My brother, he's a professional wedding videographer, so he's got all this equipment and he set it up for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I can with what I got.
Right.
That's an iPhone 11 and a $30 mic from Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta get my Twitch stream set up too. Just do them both at the same time.
Oh, cool. I don't have Twitch. I should probably get it.
As far as I know, it's not really for fishing stuff, but I figured I might as well try it if I can do them both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, let's see. Where is it? There it is. No, I don't want that. Nope, I don't like that one. Oh, back over here. Yep, appreciate it, Ozark's Great Adventures. A like would be greatly appreciated. Oh, I bet that's why I won't do
Got 6 likes.
Yeah, that's nice. I think one of them's me. Gosh, there's a bunch of mosquitoes down there.
Yeah, I think one was me too.
That's all right. A like's a like.
Right. I always like all my own videos.
Yeah, me too. Might as well push the algorithm a little more.
Whoa. Yeah.
Zoom in a little bit. Wrong button. Come on. Okay, almost got it. Almost there. Okay, that'll work.
15-inch rainbow trout. Oh, that's really cool.
Dang, that's a big one.
Yeah.
As compared to the Texas rainbow trout.
I think the biggest trout I've ever caught is like 12 inches. Well, I've only caught one trout. That was in Gatlinburg, in Tennessee.
Yeah, they stock them down here every winter, but I think my biggest is like 11. And I don't even know if I've caught another one over 10 inches since then.
Yeah, I don't fish for trout though.
What's the open mic thing you have scheduled? That is basically just a live stream where anybody can join. I'll have the link to where if people want to join it, I can either send it to you or it should be in the description too, but half the time it doesn't work. So let's see. Yeah, congratulations, Raptor Will. That's definitely a nice trout. At least by my standard. I don't know what it
Did you eat it?
Trout is.
Did you eat the trout?
That's the real question. They definitely taste good though. I ate mine.
Oh yeah, I love trout. The only trout I've ate though was from Cracker Barrel. It was really good though.
I don't even know they
thing
sold
I've ever ate.
Trout is fun to catch, but they taste terrible. I don't know. You must be cooking them wrong or something. I've had them twice.
Yeah, trout taste amazing.
Yeah, catch and release. Yeah, that's the thing about when they stock them in Texas. If you release them, that's basically the same thing as eating them because they're going to die either way. Because once it gets hot, they all waste away and die. Big flatheads like it, though.
I don't think I've ever caught a flathead. I've
I
tried.
caught one. Oh, yeah, I've tried plenty. I've caught one with my hands one time. I just saw it sitting in the shallow water under a bridge, and so I grabbed it.
Oh, that's
It was
really
like
cool.
5 pounds, so not much to talk about. But that specific spot is where they stock trout, and so it's a very small body of water, but I know somebody caught a 50-pound flathead out of there, and they've been catching some 20-pounders pretty consistently recently. So,
dang, that's pretty crazy.
well, I say consistently. It's never on purpose. They're always on like a crappie jig or a rooster tail or something.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never caught one on purpose. Welcome in, Tiger Tackle Co. Appreciate you for stopping by. Doing all right. Yeah, I should get a webcam, but I don't know, maybe I should not use my back camera or my front camera. That would probably help if I just switched it around real quick to that's the wrong button. Flip it around, get a little better quality out of it. It survives. Let's see how that works. Just the tripod on my mouse pad real quick. That's a little better. It's not tilted down. Move this to the front. Yeah, we're gonna give it about 15 minutes. Give some people time to join in. My tripod is broken in every way it possibly could. Like, not even joking. It's popping out 3 different ways right now, and I don't actually know how. But
yeah, that's funny, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like it's funny, and then you realize there's a problem. But I know you fish tournaments, Creed. What about you chasing bass?
Oh yeah, I fish tournaments too. I've been fishing them for about a year and a half, I'd say. At least high school tournaments. I've done adult tournaments too. I had one Saturday, but my boat captain couldn't make it, so I had to cancel that one. Not cancel it, but not fish it.
I can't zoom my camera in. It's so far away. Gosh dang it. But welcome in, Clever Joker. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, that's the case for most of the waters in central and southern New Jersey. After the spring stockings, trout can't survive year-round in most of the waters in New Jersey. There's a few where they can. Believe it or not, there are no... Well, actually, I think there is one body of water in Texas where trout are alive year-round. Oh. Webcam utility.
What happened? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Well, I might have to have my brother come help me because I don't know how to fix it.
Hey, you're good. Don't worry about it. Do whatever you need to get done. I'm still working on mine, too. .5? Oh, yeah, let's not do 0.5. Sorry, y'all. I'm experimenting with
Okay, what happened?
Oh, what is this? That's weird.
I think we're back on.
Oh. Yep, I see it.
There we go.
There's got to be a zoom option on here. Come on. Oh, there it is. And it's tracking. That's cool.
If I fish tournaments, or if I won any. Oh wait, it's Travis Chan again. Why is
welcome in, Travis? Oh yeah, I think you're frozen on my end. Dang, I got tracking now too. That's cool.
Whoa, that's really cool.
Professional. I didn't know it did that, but I guess.
No, I'm from Tennessee. I still live in Tennessee also.
Yeah, I think your camera's frozen on my end.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on mine too. My brother.
oh
He's
there it is. Yep,
okay. But yeah,
came
we're
back.
good. Yeah, I have this right here. It's
Oh,
the one flag I
nice.
have. Big fish.
I think didn't you make a video of that one?
I did. Sadly,
Yeah,
I
I remember
didn't
that.
get my PB in there, but
Yeah, fire tracking cam, aka the iPhone 11.
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I won one tournament last year, and I actually got 2 trophies from that one because they had last year they were making 2 just in case like 2 uh, anglers won it, like
Yeah.
a pair or whatever. So I got a duplicate trophy.
Huh. Sorry for the camera not working on my end. My brother is trying to fix it.
You're good. I just finally finished working on mine. My tournaments
Oh, there we
have
go.
finished.
We're back on.
Yep, looks good on my end. Me.
Yeah, I haven't actually got first place, but I think I've came in third.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's hundreds of mosquitoes. This is insane. I might actually be in danger right now. I don't have
That's not
bug
good.
spray. I have wasp spray. I could douse myself in some of that.
Yeah. I don't know if that'd work.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a long sleeve shirt on. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, if y'all got any questions, you can put them in the chat. I'll try to answer them the best I can. My go-to lure. I really like a jig. A jig is a big fish lure for me. I've caught a lot of fish on a jig. Big fish too. It works. A jig works year round. My favorite jig. Let me find it here.
All right, I'm back. All right, jigs are all right. What do you mean? Jigs catch bigs. You just gotta
Yeah.
fish them more. Yeah, I had somebody on Fish Brain asking me about jigs. I caught one on jig yesterday.
Yeah, a jig is like really good.
There's all
You
kinds of jigs.
catch small ones, but you catch big ones too.
Oh yeah. One I caught yesterday was like probably 2 pounds. He's really fat, but he's like super stubby.
Huh.
I seem to be good at catching those kinds of bass,
Right.
short and stubby ones.
I've
I've
caught
just
more
not had
fish
the
on a
greatest success.
I've caught more fish on a frog this year than I have any other year.
No, I haven't. I think I caught like 3 on a frog like 2 weeks ago, and those are the first ones I've caught on a frog this year. But
Dude, frogging's almost over.
I know I'm a little late to the party. I think those are my only topwater fish this year, unless you count a fluke. I've caught a handful of topwater fluke fish.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Glasses are foggy. Yeah, I went on a guided trip a couple years ago, and the guy showed me that, and we caught a bunch of fish on it. And ever since then, it's
Yeah.
always been in my arsenal.
Have you tried the double fluke? I forgot what it's called, but
I haven't. I've seen that. I probably should, but I
right.
don't know. I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, I haven't
caught
tried it
one.
either. I was just wondering if you had.
Yeah, I think it's called the donkey rig.
Yeah, donkey rig. That's what it's called. It's probably because it catches some donks.
Yeah. In that case, I need to try it because I don't really catch those too
Same.
often. Yep, there it is. LN Fishing. It's the donkey rig. Appreciate you for stopping by. 6 cents flush is the best fluke on the market. I don't know. Fluke's a fluke.
Yeah, Zoom Super Fluke is the best.
That's the one I've always used.
It's the OG.
I mean, the flush just it's like a lot more detailed, but it has the same exact action. At least for how I'm going to use it. I just throw it and I just burn it across the top of the water. I don't have time to look at all the fins coming off of it. The Zoom ones fall apart. I mean, they fall apart at some point, but
yeah, I caught some money yesterday, and I went through about 3 flukes and only caught 2 fish. So they do fall apart kind of easy. At least
I will say I've been using the 40 baits ones, but they're very similar to the Zoom ones. Not material wise, they use a little more durable material, but just shape wise.
Yeah, I know some people use the what's called the Shakamana shad on a 4 fluke.
Oh yeah,
But those are like
I
really
saw that
expensive.
the other day. I don't know. I see a lot of this special stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I don't do any of it.
Right.
But all these fuzzy dice baits, I don't know.
Those
Doesn't
are
look like
expensive.
something I'd eat.
But
Yeah, I
found some on
Temu
that are like $8 for a pack of like 15. That's
not bad.
That's better than $10 for a pack of 4.
Yeah, those Strike King ones I think are some of the cheapest ones you can get.
Yeah,
and I think they're $10 for 4 of them.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey. I can't afford that.
Me neither. Because I know I'd break all of them off.
Yeah,
that's why.
Or just catch a bunch of stupid bluegill on them.
Oh yeah, those bluegill be pulling those arms off all the time.
Right. I saw some people make their own. They get like a little Senko and just buy the.
Oh, I've seen that.
There. I thought about doing that.
Yeah, I saw that. And then I didn't do that either. But
we got the ideas. We just gotta do it.
Time to execute. But yeah, I know I've seen Ben Milliken use the 7.5-inch flush on a jig head minnow.
Yeah, I saw that too.
No, I can't catch a. I've still never caught a bass shaking a minnow. So, I tried it yesterday. I was using one of the Crush City. Oh, I forget what they're called. I think it's like the Chatterbait trailer one.
Yeah, it's called. What's it called?
I think it's the Freeloader.
Yeah, Freeloader. That's what it is.
I did that and I caught a crappie. That's it. I wasn't expecting to catch a crappie on a 5-inch freeloader, but
yeah,
I guess they eat it. My new favorite bait that I've just discovered is a 6-inch Bambusa Nico rig. Oh yeah, yeah, I've used that bait.
I've never done.
I usually throw it on a shaky rig. I never caught a bass on a Nico rig, which I know Caleb just fished at Eagle Mountain, where I'll be at in a couple weeks. But last year when I was there, I caught one of the biggest white bass I've ever seen on an eco rig under a dock.
Dang.
I mean, he was probably like 18 inches. And I don't know, I just threw him back. I was trying to not catch those, but
yeah.
I don't know. I've thrown an eco rig a little bit. I've caught fish technically Nico rigging a Senko, basically just put the nail weight in the Senko.
Yeah.
I've caught quite a few fish doing that. I just didn't know it was called an eco rig at that point in time.
Yeah, I've never. I feel like I can catch just the same amount of fish on a regular wacky rig.
Yeah, I have a lot more confidence in no nail weight.
Yeah.
So at that point, it kind of just falls the same way as a Texas rig. It's just going straight down.
Right. But sometimes it's those little things that'll get you the bite.
Apparently, from the white bass. I don't know. My last tournament, I caught more green sunfish than anything.
Wow.
And it was on everything. During practice, it was all on the 2.5-inch panorama. I just throw it on a jig head on my BFS, and I just twitch it up in the rocks. And
Yeah.
man, I caught so many green sunfish. And then tournament day, I was catching them on everything. Frit side 7, that same thing, that same panorama, square bill.
Dang.
You know, I was ready to catch a 14-inch green sunfish and turn it in, see what they say.
I've used the panorama some, but like I haven't caught anything on it yet.
Yeah, I caught my one keeper in practice for that tournament on it, and then I didn't catch any. I only caught a few bass on it during the actual tournament. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird because like I didn't really change anything during the tournament. The
Yeah.
only thing I changed from practice was I fished shallower, which
Hmm.
usually never works for me, but it did this time, and I just
Yeah.
threw a square bill like I usually do, and it just so happened to work.
I think I might try putting the panorama on a rig. I think that would be pretty fire if you could actually
Yeah,
get them rigged straight.
yeah, that's always been an issue for me, and they're because of how thin they are, they come off pretty easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you get some like the bladed A rigs, I've never thrown an
Mm-hmm.
A rig before.
Oh, dude.
A lot of people are
Wintertime,
surprised about that because everyone else down here throws one. But
dude, you got to catch so many fish.
yeah, I finally just got a rod. So my issue is I never had a rod that could throw one, but I finally got one.
Oh
So
yeah.
now I can throw one. A rig on live scope goes crazy. I bet you catch a bunch of white bass on it down here. We got like 8 times more white bass. There's like 8 white bass per largemouth in every lake at least. It's crazy.
Dang.
Caught a lot of spotted bass in my last tournament, which was fun, I guess. They
Yeah,
weren't big, but
spots are fun. I haven't caught a lot of spots actually.
I had only ever caught
spot time.
one before the lake we went to for my last tournament. Then I went there. I probably caught 40 spotted bass on those 2 days. They're all
Wow.
like this long, but they really like that panorama.
Yeah.
But I guess we hit the 15-minute mark a long time ago. So
Yeah, we did.
I guess topic of discussion is high school tournament fishing. I know Caleb just started his first tournament season. I've been doing it. This is my 3rd year doing high school tournaments. And then I think before my first high school year, I think I did like 3 just local tournaments on my home lake.
Yeah.
I've caught more spotted bass than largemouth on lakes. Bro, you live in Texas. How is that possible? That's not supposed to happen. I guess you live up in the spotted bass area of Texas, Metroplex.
Spots are crazy.
Yeah, man. I need to catch a keeper size spotted bass. It's like, I think I caught one. The biggest one I caught that weekend was during the tournament, but I think it was like maybe 12 inches.
Yeah.
But Lake Louisville is loaded with them. Nice. Yeah, all the lakes in my area are all too dirty for spotted bass. They're always in the clear lakes in Texas. Same with the smallmouth.
Yeah.
Our lakes are too shallow and dirty down here. So just
Do you
the regular ones.
do you have smallmouth in Texas?
Yeah, we have. It depends. It basically just depends on which lake you go to. I've caught 2 down here,
Yeah.
but it's not like the spotted bass where you'll go to one lake and like catch more smallmouth and
Mm-hmm.
largemouth, but except there might be like one. It's called Lake Belton. I know that one's got a lot of smallmouth, but there's just not many smallmouth down here. I don't think they're technically supposed to be down here. And some of the rivers you can get on a pretty good smallmouth bite, I think. I've never
Right.
fished a river for bass.
Oh, dude. I love fishing the river.
We just don't like have rivers down here for some reason. Or we do, but they're all really ugly and muddy unless you go to like
That's the best type.
way far west. Which I mean, I guess I could probably fish for largemouth in them. They probably got largemouth. I caught one because we have some property a little north of, or I guess it's not north, it's like east of me, but and the Brazos River runs through it, and I've never bass fished in it. I've always just fished for catfish with worms, and
Yeah.
I caught one little largemouth one time on a worm. But
Huh.
the keeper spot I caught was crazy. It was barely 14, but it was a 2-pounder. Yeah, that's the thing. Those spotted bass are dense, especially that 12-incher I caught. Man, he's thick. And there was one kid in the tournament I fished who the only fish he turned in was a spotted bass, and it was like right at 14, but it weighed I think it was 2.7.
Dang.
That thing was just
Built different.
Yeah.
Built different.
Those are the ones you want to catch in a tournament. If they're going to be 14 inches, you want them fat.
True.
Is the minimum size in Tennessee 14 inches?
For largemouth, it's 14. Spots, it's 12. And I think smallmouth is 18.
Yeah, I think our issue is we just don't have enough of like spotted and smallmouth for them to change the limit. I wish they would. I would have turned in a few. I probably would have had a limit because I think I probably caught one other, like maybe 12-inch spotted bass. I could have had a limit, but I know a bunch of other people would have too. And
right. I think I've only turned in like maybe 2 spots in all my tournaments I've fished.
yeah, it seems like
in tournaments.
Like down here in Texas, you'll never see anybody win a tournament with spotted bass. If you do, they probably have the state record about 3 times. But
yeah.
I know last year during our regional tournament, I think there were 2 smallmouth weighed in that were almost 4 pounds apiece.
Dang.
And that's a pretty good one for Texas.
Yeah.
And that's whenever I caught my second one, which only, I think it was almost 2 pounds, but that lake was so muddy and I've never seen it like that. And so I caught him on a square bill up shallow, and usually you don't do that at that lake at least.
What's the most challenging thing about fishing bass tennies, and how have you overcome it? That would be my brother who doesn't fish, but
oh yeah.
The most challenging thing.
Honestly, for me,
trying to catch
probably,
a limit.
Yeah, that's a lot harder than you think. Everyone thinks like fishing on a lake is like, oh, it's so much easier. There's more fish. You're gonna catch all the fish, and it's like, where are all the fish? They're not here.
Yeah, catching fish.
Yeah, Caleb understands it. Just catching the fish in the first place.
Right.
Ones, I go catch all the drum and green sunfish in the world, and
I hate drum, dude.
I don't mind them. I need to fix this. Unless it's during a tournament, because they hit that thing pretty hard. But
yeah, I've caught so many fish, so many drum, thinking they're a big bass. Like, man, I got this thing in the bag. Then nope, 15-pound drum.
That happened to me at one of my tournaments last year. I'd been fishing rock piles all day.
Yeah.
And I was throwing a drop shot, and I was just dragging it over that rock pile, and it wasn't like a thump. It's just like
kind of loaded up on
feel that. Yeah. And that's usually with a drum, you're going to feel that thump. So I just leaned into it on that drop shot, and I thought I had me a big old bass. That was, have you heard of OHIV?
I have.
That's where it was at. So it's like, I watched a guy catch a 13.5-pounder 100 yards away from me that day. And you see that happen, and it's like, they're around here.
Yeah.
Lean into that big old drum. It's like, there's one. Nope. It's just a drum that they always look so ugly too. All the ones down here are always super like skinny and
yeah, they're so slimy. I think they're more slimy than catfish.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't catch catfish that often. I feel like everyone else does.
When I've caught a lot of drum on jerkbait, and they love it. They love a jerkbait here in Tennessee.
I don't throw a jerkbait enough. I won my tournament with a jerkbait last year and haven't thrown one since.
Yeah,
I didn't catch all my fish on it, but
one of my tournaments I fished, I threw a jerkbait all day, and I think we caught two or three keepers, and that's all we caught. So I kind of hate a jerkbait now.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never had like a ton of confidence. What's this do? That'll work.
Especially watching them on scope, just follow it. It's so annoying.
Hmm. That's why I don't like shaking that minnow. I feel like when
Yeah.
I throw a drop shot, I catch like, I feel like most of the fish I throw a drop shot at, I usually end up catching.
Hmm.
I don't even have to work it. They just follow it to the bottom and eat it, but it's never a keeper.
I don't like a drop shot. I don't throw it enough though.
That's the thing is like, I don't like the baits that I don't throw enough. It's like, I don't like a jerk
Yeah.
bait because I don't throw a jerk bait. And
Yeah.
which I don't mind a jerk bait if they're going to bite a jerk bait. But if they're not
Hmm.
biting a jerk bait, it kind of just gets old.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm a crankbait guy, so I'm always reeling.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I always
Power
end up
fishing.
pulling something off. Yeah, I like jigs and crankbaits, and it rarely
Right.
ever works. But
Yeah.
5-inch morning dawn robo worm, that one's hard to beat. I know
Yeah.
I've been using the
That's the only thing I've caught them on when I throw a drop shot.
yeah, which that I guess now that I think about it, I've caught them on. I've caught them on a 6 cents panorama on a drop shot, the 6 cents party minnow on a drop shot, the Berkeley Max Scent flatworm. I used to catch more on that than a robo worm.
Hmm.
And then, which the party minnow is just a little paddle tail.
Right.
But I think that's about it. I don't know. I've done a bunch of random stuff on a drop shot before.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I've caught them on a 6 cents glitch too. I caught one fish on a drop shot and a green sunfish.
I don't throw
I
a
catch
lot of
them like
6 cents.
saltfish. I don't. I mean, it depends on what it is.
Hmm.
I really like the panorama. I don't know. I don't throw like I just like the 2.5 inch or 2.8.
Hmm.
That one I like the party minnow, and then I don't know.
Can't really go wrong with Strike King.
Yeah, Strike King's kind of got everything, which
Yeah, they
Six
do.
Sense does too, but it's not like as readily available,
Hmm.
and that's just like which 6 Sense now. I don't like they have more soft plastics made by 6 Sense at Academy where like near me than they do Strike King.
Hmm.
But when it comes to hard baits, there's more Strike King.
Right. Yeah, like half my crankbait collection is Strike King.
Oh, mine is 90% Berkeley, and 90% of my Berkeley are frit sides, and 80% of those frit sides are all red. Because
Yeah.
for one tournament, it was a tournament I won. I was going to basically I had gone fishing out there with
Hmm.
I know a guy who fishes MLF. I went out there with him a few months before, and he's like, "You're just gonna have to." Basically, what he said, you're gonna have to fish with balls of steel, and you're just gonna have to throw it way up in that structure, but you're gonna have to throw that crankbait. So I think I bought like 15, all the same red Fritside 7 or Fritside 5s. I did
Yeah.
not use a single one. I didn't catch any of my fish on it. The only one I threw, I never snapped off, and it was one that I already had.
That's funny. That's really funny.
So now I just got a whole collection of them. I don't throw them unless it's winter time. So
Yeah.
after that was like late winter, so I just still haven't thrown them since then.
That
Hmm.
red's a good color.
If you fish tournaments anywhere in the world, where would you go and what would you fish for? Hmm. I want to catch. I want to go fish like a bull shark tournament. See who catches
Huh.
the biggest bull shark. Hey, welcome in anything as possible. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Both.
I do want to go back to the question about like the most challenging
Hmm.
uh thing in tournament fishing. For me, it's like basically doing something different than what you're doing because what you're doing is not working.
Right.
And
Try switching it up.
yeah, and that's what I really struggle with because I got so much confidence in
Yeah.
just a drop shot robo worm and a square bill. I could go around throw that all day and think I'm about to catch a fish every cast. And it
Yeah.
worked last time, so I kind of just like
True.
rewired my brain. It's like now I'm just gonna do that forever, and
Yeah.
all my progress is lost. I really got to learn how to shake a minnow, especially down in Texas. That's how everyone catches the giants.
Yeah. Shaking a minnow. That's really hard. I went to a Dale Hollow. I don't know if you heard of that. It's home to the world record smallmouth. And we practiced for I think 2 days. I never shake minnow or anything like that before, and I think I may have caught 5 fish the whole 3 days I was up there. It's pretty rough. In the
I've still
tournament
never
day,
caught one shaking a minnow.
I think I caught 2 smallmouth, but they were all uh under 21 inches. Del Hollow, it's got a weird slot limit for smallmouth. They got to be over 21 inches or under 16, and you can only keep one per person in the boat. So you can only keep 2, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
how
weird.
OHIV is too, and they make us do that for our tournaments also. It's
Yeah.
to where so the slot limit for the lake is you can keep 3. So it's a 5 fish limit. You can keep 3 under, like, let's see, what is it? You can keep 3 that are 14 inches, or it's up to 8. You can keep 3 up to 18 inches, and the other 2 have to be over 18.
Yeah.
But my tournament trail basically made it to where you have to, like, 3 of them have to be at least 14, and the other 2 have to be at least 18. But let's see. 6 cents Aussie is good for live scope. See, I disagree. I think the Aussie's trash, and so did my teammates last year. They both thought it was trash. It's a good chatterbait trailer, but it's just like it doesn't look like a shad in the water. I don't know.
The only thing I've used shaking a minnow is the what was it? The Crush City freeloader and the Shakamata shad. That's the only ones I've used. And I've caught fish on all of them.
I've thrown the freeloader quite a bit. I like the mooch minnow. And then I do like the 6 cents juggle minnow, but I don't really. Once I started using the mooch minnow, I kind of just stopped using the juggle minnow for a while. I don't know. I feel like if it's just got to look like a shad, so I'm not gonna go through, like, I'm not gonna buy every single minnow shaking bait and see which one works better, because it gets to the point where I'm ready to go throw a square bill again. That happened yesterday because I went around scoping, somehow caught, it might have been a 10-inch crappie on a 5-inch. He ate the 5-inch freeloader under the trolling motor.
Wow.
I just dropped it down to him. He came up and ate it. And but after that, I was like, all right, because I scoped around for a while more after that, and it's just there's bait everywhere, but there's no big fish that are eating the bait. And so finally, all right, let's go throw a square bill and a swim jig. And then I caught one on a swim jig, so threw a swim jig the rest of the day.
I really like a spook when I'm not catching fish, just because it's fun to look at.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite topwater. With that frog, when it comes to getting bites, I'd say frog's my favorite. But like when it comes to like working the bait, I like either a walking bait or buzz bait.
I don't know. The whopper plopper and the buzz bait, I have mixed feelings about those.
I'm not a whopper plopper guy, but I've had. Well, I don't think I've thrown a buzzbait like 2 times when I wasn't pond fishing, but I seem to have a lot of luck when I fish ponds with it. So but I think the spook honestly might be the only topwater I throw, that or like the fluke. But my friend caught a 20-pound flathead scoping with a Nico rig. If I see a catfish, I will throw at it. At OHIV, I almost caught a 5-foot gar on. Or he would have been a little more than 5 foot long, shaking a minnow. And he was coming up to it, and I was like, this is a terrible idea, so I'm not going to do this. Because I was like in a bunch of trees, and like it was like an alligator gar. That's what that lake has a lot of. And you can just see his girth on there. And it's like, there's no way I'm getting it in on this 8-pound line in these trees. So I'm just going to not waste my time with this.
Yeah. I caught a alligator gar flipping once on Kentucky Lake. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
I flipped my little Strike King beaver down this log, and I see my line just start going like this. I'm like,
that's
big old
crazy.
mouth comes up. It's like a 4-foot gar.
That's wild. I caught a little spotted gar in my last tournament. He swam by the boat, so I pitched my square bill at it, and he ate it. And
the strobe
shaker, I haven't tried it. I don't know. It doesn't look enough like a shad. It's like super skinny. It's a little small. Looks like a crappie bait.
Yeah.
And I got crappie baits in my boat, so I think it's a complete scam. Only 6 cents product that I don't like. I don't know. I don't scope enough. I like dragging rock piles with jigs and Texas rigs, and I know one kid last year on our home lake, he scoped a 10-pounder on a Texas rig, just like a beaver bait, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do that too.
That's
Just go
crazy.
around shaking a half-ounce Texas rig at all these fish.
Oh my goodness.
There's this one guy, he guides at a lake around here, and I mean, you're like guaranteed to catch a 10-pounder if you go with him, and he does it all on swim jigs and chatterbaits. He literally shakes swim jigs and chatterbaits in front of their face.
Dang. That's
And
crazy.
it's just because of how dirty that water is. Like, your boat will be stained if you put it in there,
Yeah.
but there's a bunch of 10-pounders. So I need to make a
Right.
trip out there.
Yeah.
Dang, these mosquitoes are bad.
But tournament fishing, it's fun.
It's fun, and then it's a mind game for sure.
Yeah.
And sometimes my mind just wants to throw that crankbait all day.
Right.
And it will. I've thrown a crankbait all day. And like, I literally told myself I was going to throw a crankbait all day too. And I did. I think I caught a fish at like my first spot. I was like, all right, we're definitely throwing a crankbait all day. Then I didn't catch another one.
Yeah, I've done that too. You throw one bait, catch a fish on it, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna catch another one. I'm gonna catch all my fish on this lure. And then like you don't catch any
always
more
like
the
that.
time. It's
you always get like, you got this one bait, you're like, I think this bait's gonna be the best one. You start off with that and you catch a fish early on it, and it's like,
yep.
And then you don't catch another one all day, and you're like,
Even
what
just
the heck?
pond fishing, I've done that.
Yeah. I'm with you, Creed. I'd rather throw the same 2 lures all day. Yeah, it's just I think I'm so used to not catching fish at this point, to where I want to fish baits that are the most fun to fish. And for me, that's like a square bill. I like chatterbaits and swim jigs. I like dragging jigs. It's just the anticipation of that big bite on the jig. But
my problem with crankbaits is I start reeling them too fast and they just start going crooked. I can't slow down enough. I mean, like, I like going really fast.
Yeah,
like when I get that crankbait, I start reeling it and I burn it way too fast.
Yeah, that's when I kind of accommodate with gear ratio, and then
True.
Specifically so like I throw like 7+ foot divers on a 5 4-to-1. And I was throwing square bills on a 6 4-to-1, but when I'm throwing a square bill, I'm usually burning down a bank, and so I usually have a hard time like keeping up. You want that thing banging on the rocks, and so I ended up switching to a faster reel, or 7. I think it's a 7 2-to-1.
Yeah, I can throw a lipless. You can burn that thing all day.
I haven't thrown one of those in a minute. It's that time of year though. It's getting there.
Yeah, it is.
I always have all my luck in the fall.
I like this spring personally.
I don't know which one I like more, because I feel like my chances at like a real big one, specifically in Texas, is usually in late fall.
Yeah.
But I always catch more fish in the spring.
Like, I like spring just because the weather's nice and top water season comes back. But if I'm talking numbers and like more fish that I've caught, it'd probably be wintertime. Is when I've caught.
It can be that way sometimes, but I definitely catch my bigger ones in the winter. I don't know. I say that. I caught my PB in June. I'll throw a spinnerbait all day, and if I catch nothing, there's no fish in the lake. Yeah, that's like the thing with live scope. Everyone's like, live scope's cheating. It's like, no, it's not. It's just showing you all the fish you're not catching.
Yeah.
That's
if it's
all
cheating,
it does for me.
Everyone would catch fish on it all the time.
Exactly. If it was cheating, then I'd be in the Elite Series already.
Yeah.
'Cause I've had live scope since my entire tournament fishing thing, and I can probably count on one hand now, not including the state tournament. I could probably count on one hand how many largemouth I've caught with it. And at the state tournament, I probably caught like 20 with it, but they're
Yeah.
all undersized. I just go from dock to dock, and they'd all be sitting right there on the front. You throw that drop shot, they fall to the bottom and eat it. But you couldn't move it. If you move that drop shot, they swim away.
Huh. That's
But none of
funny.
them were keepers. One of them was a keeper, but none of the other ones were. Then I picked up that chatterbait 4-pounders every 3 casts, and then like 3 of them came off. And
Yeah, I hate that. My
because it's
last
like when you go
tournament.
from throwing a drop shot, and then you switch to a chatterbait, and it's just like I just wasn't setting the hook like I should have been. Yeah, scoping is a lot harder than people think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Because like that transducer is about that wide, and that's all you get right there, where the fish are at, right there. You got to follow them
Yep.
around, or you can throw square bill like me.
Yeah.
Bass Heroes Feta will get. This is probably the best month to get a tank in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Texas, we're kind of still in summer. We're getting into the fall. And for some reason, they're always like really skinny. Or they're not all skinny, but they just tend to be skinnier in the summer. So, yeah, winter times when they're all fat and full of shad and crawfish.
Yeah.
To that red crankbait.
Right.
Water temp still in the high 70s. I forgot to check the water temp yesterday. I don't know. I thought it was square bill no matter what. So I threw all day. And I don't know what the water temperature was. We've had a few freezes already, so it won't be long now. I could never live up north. I don't mind like the 100-degree weather down here. Like everyone complains about it, but it's all you got to do is think about, would you rather be in, honestly, I'd rather it be 105 than 65 degrees.
Yeah.
65 is cold for me. I get cold.
Yeah. I used to complain about how cold or how hot it always was, but after fishing in 23-degree weather and ice getting all of my reel while I'm reeling in, I was like, well, I'm not complaining anymore about summertime.
That happened to me last year during the tournament I won practice. It was 27 degrees, that's like a very big shock for the fish down here.
Yeah.
And that, like, it was every cast you'd have to dunk your rod in the water. At one time, because my hands were so cold, I dunked my rod in the water and then dropped it. And then I went in after it. And then I'm like, okay, we're leaving now because I know my arm's about to freeze off.
Yeah. That's bad.
My arm got pretty cold after I pulled it out.
Yeah.
But
I found some gloves that I can actually reel with and that are waterproof. So that was really nice.
I got some. So I had like the Guggen gloves. They're kind of like mitten type things, and they fold over.
Yeah.
But I was just never able to reel with them. But I got some. Cast King had some, and I got some of those that are like actual finger gloves, and so I can actually reel with those now. I think. I don't know. I haven't used them yet.
Yeah.
The goal is to never have to use them. But
Right.
rather be in 65 than it be any higher than 85. Can't do it. It's just too cold. Always 82 in my ice shack. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, a lot of people are like, I want to go ice fishing. Ice fishing is not on my bucket list.
Yeah, mine either.
And it's just like, what happens if you fall in? Like, you're screwed.
You
You're going to
die.
be older than you already were. If you can get back up, then you're lucky. But just don't dig a hole big enough to fit through and make sure the ice is thick enough, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about all I know about it.
Yeah. That doesn't sound fun. You're sitting there with a tiny fishing pole this long, just waiting.
Yeah, just sitting there. I guess if it's 82 in the ice shack, that's all right. Yeah, I did say when I hit 10K subscribers, I'm gonna go and collab with Anyfin. So I don't know. I'll have to. We gotta Need to get like the ice jet skis. I don't know what those are called. We don't have any of those down here, so they're just ice jet skis. Hot and
Yeah.
cold are both equally bad. Fall or spring weather is the only good weather. That's definitely the best weather. But if I
Yeah.
had to choose between the two, I'm definitely taking
Spring.
the very hot weather and not cold weather.
Fall.
I
I don't like fall because fall leads to winter, and winter is cold.
that
So
is very true. I don't know. I'm very inconsistent about like what I like. 'Cause it's like, yeah, I like fishing in the fall, but I catch all my big fish in spring, and I don't catch anything in the fall. I don't know. I think I like the fall because I know what's possible in the fall, but it never happens to me. So
there's no
you have to
sitting
drill about 20
day.
holes. You'll be sweating.
Yeah, that's not good.
It
I
takes a lot to get me to sweat.
it is
So
not me.
hopefully
I'm
not.
sweating. I'm sweating now. Like
I'm not. I'm outside. I don't know what it is. 80, 85-ish out here right now.
one of my tournaments I fished, my feet got so cold that I put those hot hands in them, but they're hot feet things.
Oh yeah.
And then my feet started sweating, so they never warmed up because it was so cold.
Mm,
It was terrible.
I've heard that can be an issue with when you put those hot feet or whatever in there.
Yeah, it was
I've
not
never
good.
done that before. I've never had to. I was going to during that 27-degree practice, but it's just like I didn't want to. So
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Take off the boot, unzip the thing, and take off all the socks.
yeah, it's like because like in Texas, you don't even have the gear to be prepared for the cold. So I
Yeah,
mean, we're just out here in like our jerseys, which is like these sun shirt materials
yeah,
and a hoodie, and then it's 20. It's like, oh, good morning. It's 27 degrees, by the way. What are you gonna do now?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
best seasons by far. Fall, winter, and spring. So basically anything other than summer. I don't know. The thing about like summer and fishing is because fish are cold blooded, whenever the water's warmer, their metabolism's going to be working at a higher rate. So they have to eat more. So when you compare winter and summer, they're both lethargic times of the year.
Yeah.
But summer, they're usually going to be a little more willing to bite. You just usually got to get up a little earlier.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's worth not freezing.
Yeah. I don't like freezing when I'm fishing tournaments or
Yeah,
fishing in general.
you can
Like,
always jump in too. If you're really hot, you just jump in.
yeah, I haven't had to do that.
I've never done it in a tournament, but we do it sometimes in the summer when we're just
Yeah.
like fun fishing.
I like going creek fishing. Just wade the creek, and when it's really hot.
Oh yeah, I finally found a creek. We have like one creek down here, and I didn't know if it had bass in it, and then we found bass in it. So now I'm excited.
Yeah,
Gonna be doing
like
a
the property
did get
we're
bit by
at.
a snake there.
The
That was
property
fun.
we're at right now, it's a farm. We've been living here for like 8 years, and there's a pond that I never fished before, and I finally fished it like a month ago and found out there's bass in it, and I'm like, why didn't I do that so long ago?
Yeah, that's how a lot of the bodies of water are around here. And I usually just assume there's not bass in it unless I
Yeah.
have like proof. And like this creek wasn't even like on Fish Brain or anything. I just saw another YouTuber around here make a video about it. He
Yeah.
didn't catch any bass, but he caught like some sunfish and stuff. It was just like a really cool spot, so I went and tried it. And I fished it a few times, and then finally got low enough to where there were like some pockets every once in a while, and we saw a few like 1.5 pound bass in them. So
Yeah.
time to take the BFS setups out there.
I actually don't have any BFS. I need to get me some.
They're kind of fun,
Yeah,
but only they're like
I've seen people using them.
I was always like super skeptical about them and never really thought to use them for a tournament because when I thought BFS, I thought it was only like ultralight stuff.
Yeah.
But like I have a feather light, which is actually lighter than an ultralight. I just use that for like fun bank fishing stuff.
Yeah.
And then I did get one for tournaments, which is a light. It's light fast. And so like you can get like little micro glide baits for it. I know I threw some micro chatter baits, which are kind of trash, but they
Yeah,
like won't vibrate half the time.
huh. Have you seen the new KGB Chad like it wasn't 6 inches, it was like 3 inches. It was like this long.
Mm-mm.
It looks really good. I need to
I
get me
need to
some, but
get one.
they're $60, just like the big ones.
Oh, I don't know about that. I might
Yeah.
have to find me a little like Amazon knockoff or something. I just so my the setup that I just got that can throw an A rig. Um, I've mainly bought it for like big glide baits and stuff. It can throw up to 7 ounce
Hmm.
baits,
Yeah.
and so I want to learn how to do that, but at the same time that takes money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
I
see.
got
You
some.
think it's
I got
gonna?
some.
Wrong button. There we go. You think it's gonna be cold for my tournament November 8th on Richland Chambers? I don't know. You never really know. It probably won't be too bad. It'll probably be cold in the morning, but and
Hmm.
early November is usually not terrible, depending on what you
Yeah.
think is cold. But winter here in New Jersey and Pennsylvania is nice because we have trout to target in the winter, and they're cold water species, so they're still active and super cold. That's the only reason I fish for trout, is because I can't catch anything else. So those are nice to have down here. But man, it's just there are days where it's just too cold for me. I can't do it.
Hmm.
It it gets below freezing pretty somewhat frequently down here in early January ish.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. BFS is fun. Like whenever I was throwing that little 2.8-inch panorama on a jig head, I was throwing it on my BFS.
Hmm.
I did just get one of those Cast King reel surprise boxes,
Oh yeah.
and it has. They were out of stock of the more expensive one, so I
Hmm.
got the cheaper one, which I'm fine with. My bank account liked that better, but I really want to make a video about it. And there's I think it's 1 in 8 odds you get pretty much every reel, except there's one that's 1 in 80 odds, which
Yeah.
that one's like a limited. No, that one's just it's a BFS reel that's like for micro fishing. Um, but the other one is the Zephyr, which is
Hmm.
I think it's like 67-ish dollar a
Yeah.
BFS reel, which I actually have a buddy who got one. It works good. It's just like it's the regular size of a bait caster, so it's not like a
Hmm.
smaller reel. So at that price, they're gonna have to cut back on some stuff like that. But
Yeah.
if I get that, then I'll just have to get a rod for it. I don't
Hmm.
know. There's only one reel in there I hope I don't get, and it's the Rover, which is like a big catfish reel,
Oh yeah.
and I don't need that. So everything else I'd be fine with. I just
When
want
I
to
go
make a
for
video about
fishing
it.
for catfish, I just use my bait casters. They
Yeah,
work
me too. I
just
just
as
feel like
fine as regular catfish rod.
it's just fun, it's lighter setup. And I
Yeah.
had a big catfish setup at one point. I used it like 3 times, and I'm like, this is kind of annoying. It's too big, so I sold it. And
Yeah.
I didn't catch any big catfish on it, so it didn't do anything different than my other setups.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I don't know. Sometimes I've thrown like in the video I made about my first BFS setup. I threw cut bait on it. It's a feather light rod, which is lighter than an ultralight. I
Yeah,
caught catfish on that.
I bet that
And
was fun.
yeah, it's like you actually get to set the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's BFS is fun. I don't know. I was always like, why wouldn't you just buy an ultralight like
Yeah.
spinning setup? It's cheaper, but it's like basically has all the perks of a bait caster. I prefer bait casting reels because like
Yeah.
I don't know, they
Same.
just feel better in my hand and more accuracy.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't like throwing chatterbaits on a spinning setup. So
Yeah.
um
I see some people. Something that really makes me mad is when I see people throwing a frog on a spinning rod.
yeah, I can't do that
That-
unless Cast King makes like uh they make a heavy fast spinning rod like for people that want to
Yeah.
do that, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not as comfortable with the spinning rod.
Yeah, and I feel like I can set the hook better with baitcaster than I can spinning.
Yeah, me too. I just think it's more comfortable. Any advice for discerning to be a better writer for the book and or the author? I don't know, Jerry. Go back
I
to your
ain't,
book.
I ain't got any.
Our prime fishing season and hunting season overlap here in PA. Nice. I wouldn't say we have a prime fishing season. It just depends on which technique you like to use.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, you just have to go to a lake where no one else is fishing.
Some people are good all year. Some people are good half the year.
Yep. That is the nice thing about winter is how many people like don't fish.
Yeah,
So it's nice to have.
yeah. A lot of people are
Sometimes you have a
hunting.
lake to yourself.
Yeah,
This really helped me overcome my fear of dogs. Okay, I'm glad we were helpful. I
yeah.
guess.
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry Thompson. He's a character.
Yep. Yeah, I met him in a bush, and it's everything. The rest is history.
Yeah,
I gotta get a webcam situation figured out because it's just like awkward. I don't know. I need a whole new phone too because
yeah.
mine's going out on me. Dang, there's so many mosquitoes.
He's
We
still
have all
fighting.
the ocean
Yeah.
runs. Yeah, I'm at war over here. They're getting through. They're biting through my socks.
Do the sock.
Yeah, I'm just fighting through it at this point. My socks aren't like thick socks. I probably should have thought about that.
Yeah, I'll probably get bit by a mosquito here in a second. My brother's window is open.
Oh yeah, they'll find their way in there as soon as they can. We
Yeah.
have all the ocean runs here in the fall. Trout are active, and now whitetail deer are now in. Ain't no ocean around here.
Hmm.
But bro, who is this Jerry guy? So we could consider this Creed Garner fishing lore. So it was during a live stream. I was fishing at just a pond, and it was a private pond, and it was gated in. And I had my dog with me, and um, it had gotten dark, and I was packing up, and he just like froze and started looking in the bushes. And so I took the live stream and I went and ran in the bushes, and I don't know. I think it was like a cat or something because I saw it when it was just sit. I couldn't see what it was exactly because of how dark it was, but it was just sitting in the trees, and so I kind of ran towards it with the live stream and everything. But it's just too dark for you to see it.
Yeah.
And um, then I did a live stream the next day, and Jerry came in and said it was him. So yeah, Jerry said it was him in the bush, and the rest is history.
That's funny. Yeah, I think
This is first time in a long time he's come into a live stream, and his first chat wasn't well with like 3 dots. But
yeah. Whipping rods did that to me for like 5 live streams. He came in and just said well, and then nothing else.
yeah,
Kind of annoying. I'm like, hey, are you there?
yeah, that's how my live streams be sometimes. I don't know. When I do like pop-up lives, nobody goes to them. Like I don't get any traffic when I do vertical lives either. Or that's I guess when I do a pop-up live is always vertical. I don't get anybody like these lives do better than my vertical lives. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I haven't done one of these. I probably should. It's pretty cool.
yeah, I kind of like it. It's a little more interactive and engaging
Yeah,
with chat. Like yesterday, I was destroying my reels in the front yard with a water hose.
yeah. I
Heck,
need to do that for one of mine. I went to Florida and destroyed a Guggen Gold. I got all salty and didn't didn't wash it afterward.
Yeah, I had a bunch of sand in the bed of my truck. I don't know how it ended up in my reels, but the spinning reels it got in, it seems like it just kind of worked its way out, and I haven't really had any issues. But the bait casters it's got in, I had a lot of issues, and so I just sprayed it off real good with a water hose, and then I used not a pressure washer, an air compressor, and basically just
Oh
dried it
yeah.
and sprayed it all out real good, and it fixed one of them. I haven't fully fixed the other one because I wasn't able to finish, which is one of my
Mhm.
BFS reels, but I also lost a part to it in the process, and I can't use it until I
Mm.
get that figured out. It's
Yeah.
the something inside the spool tension knob that
I got so many rods to
basically
fix.
I have a few rods I gotta fix
Rods and
too.
wheels.
I keep poking out the inserts on the very end of the eyelet. I
Yeah.
keep poking those out. And so I got a few of those I have to fix.
Yeah. And
So I'll reel like all the way down to it when I get snagged and push it out and
yeah.
pop those suckers out
I did that
eventually.
except in a tree.
I've probably done it there too. I snap rods in a tree. I've done it twice this year.
Yeah,
My
I've done that too.
my first BFS rod, I got snagged and I was like trying to pop it out and it came out when I wasn't ready and I whacked the tree above me and broke the tip off. And
Yeah.
then with it was a heavy action rod. It was my jig rod. Um, I got bit. I'm assuming it was a bluegill, and I set the hook into a tree and whacked it. It didn't break immediately, but later, as I was fishing, I set the hook into like an actual bass and snapped it in half.
Did you get the
So,
bass?
nope, I didn't even get the bass.
Well,
I get all the notifications when you go live, so you just hop on because I got nothing else to do. What's your dream boat? Mine's an Express X21 Pro. I don't know. I don't
mine would
really.
be mine would be a Skeeter FXY 20 probably 21 something like that.
If I'm being completely honest, I don't really do any research. I don't care about boats. I just want to make sure I have one. I like bass cats though. Icons are nice too. I've been a
Yeah.
buddy of mine who has an icon and those things are nice.
Yeah. I
So
got right now the only boat I have is a little 12-foot John boat. But hey, I've caught fish out of it. I've caught a lot of
yeah,
fish
that's all
out
that
of it.
matters.
You know,
I
I
just
like
like
anything with
anything
the
with a
Yamaha.
Yamaha. Yeah, bass cats come with a Yamaha. Icons, you can get some icons with a Yamaha. I guess technically you can get any boat with a Yamaha. Where's the next tournament? Evil Mountain. That's what we're calling it. It's not Eagle Mountain anymore. It's Evil Mountain because it's trash.
Mine would be Percy Priest, but I can't. That's the one I'm not able to fish. So I think my next one would be like, let's see, I think Center Hill Lake or Tim's Ford, one of those. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I know a lot of these Tennessee Lake names from Brennan Fishing, or I guess it's not his channel anymore, but
Yeah,
I guess he doesn't even upload on YouTube anymore. But I just keep up with him on Instagram.
yeah,
And do you fish Tennessee Bass Nation
yeah,
or
yeah.
yes, you probably fish against, or I guess you don't fish against him anymore. I think I don't know what he fishes now, but
I did see him once at a tournament.
yeah, I'll go up there someday. And I know a lot of I know a lot of people in Tennessee for some reason. I fish THSBA. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with THSBA, but we won't get into that.
Hmm.
So the funny thing is, so you got Tennessee Bass Nation and there's Texas Bass Nation. They're both
Uh-huh.
TBN, and so sometimes I'll be like, there's people talking about TBN that I follow, and I'm like, wait, I fish against them? It's like, no, it's Tennessee Bass Nation. But THSBA is Texas High School Bass Association. Yeah,
Uh,
THSBA is definitely stealing people's money because the way, like with TBN, my TBN, I bet it's the same. I think it might be the same with y'all's. Is it's just you get paid with a check.
yeah.
And
Well,
THSBA, it's scholarships, and
yeah, I think the bigger checks for ours is like check actual checks, but like the $100 payouts and stuff up to like 300, I think is just cash.
okay, well, that's still like real money. Which THSBA, it's they only give out scholarships. I think scholarships up. I think it's It's either to 5th place or to 3rd place, and then also big bass.
Yeah.
And then anything below that is like gift cards. But the thing is, all this money's donated to them for that, and so like they're not losing money. All those people are just making bank over there.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know. And then
what's
like
your
the scholarships are only good for a year after you graduate high school.
huh,
After that, you can't use them, and you can only use them for school. So it's like
huh.
I don't know. I like real
What's
money.
your entry fee price?
I think it's 65-ish per
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
So
I think ours is 50.
I think maybe ours is. I don't know. I think it's a six. I think it might be like right at 60. I don't know, but it's not too bad. Which I think it was like the same for THSBA because that's what I fished my first year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the last 2 years I fished TBN.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know y'all got
Really.
there's a lot of hammers in Tennessee. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah.
like for nationals, that's what like whole leaderboard was all kids from Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah. I think last year it was Tennessee kids that won.
Yeah, I didn't even follow it last year, but um, I know. So, how do y'all qualify for nationals?
Um, we let's see. I think they have like a certain amount of spots, and then like, you have to qualify to fish those. So you win your if you win like I don't know, you get like top 10 in like 2 or 3 of your tournaments, and then you go on and you fish your regional tournament, and if you like win that one, I think you get a spot to the nationals.
Okay. Does it seem like there were a lot of Tennessee kids there when I looked at the leaderboard? But like for our TBN, the only ways you can qualify for nationals is if you win Angler of the Year, or you get first or second in state. So
Mhm.
there's only 3 Texas teams that go,
Oh,
and
hmm.
there's a lot of competition. So it's
Yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know. It's state was I liked the lake we fished state on. I caught my PB in practice. It it'd be a fun lake if I live close enough to it. Just go fun fish. It's got a lot of like 13 inchers in it,
Yeah.
but it's just it was so hard actually finding keepers. So I whipped
Yeah,
out
that's
that chatterbait.
the problem with
Where it's like one of the biggest lakes. It's the biggest lake I've ever fished, and all you gotta do is throw chatterbait. Apparently, the boat ramp was terrible. I don't know where everybody went, but
hmm. Most of the tournaments we use when we go, we use a different boat ramp, and we just drive the boat to the blast off.
we do
So we
that
don't have to
sometimes,
deal with
depending on the
everything.
lake. But like for state, there were only 2 boat ramps on the entire lake, and they were right
Oh,
across
Lee.
from each other for some reason. And I don't know. I don't know why they keep having state there because it's there every year for both TBN and Texas Bass and THSBA.
Yeah.
So that lake's always getting a bunch of pressure. The
Hmm.
thing about those fish is I don't know what's wrong with them, but like they're always super gross looking, and they're always got like a bunch of like sores and stuff. I know one kid turned a fish in with no bottom jaw.
Really?
It was just the bone, like his the rest of it just rotted away.
Oh.
And I caught one that had a big hole in his chin. That's how I pulled him out of the live well. They're all super lively. I just stuck
Huh.
my finger in there and grabbed him by the hole in his chin. And Eagle Mountain has so
Come
many
here,
13
you.
inchers.
Hmm.
What? Sorry about that. Um, yeah, it's because I know my teammate, or when I say teammate, is technically we had like teams. We just weren't
Mhm.
on the same boat and we didn't turn in the same fish, basically for like team points. And
Yeah.
we just stayed in the same Airbnb. And Like my teammate, one of them caught a fish that he wouldn't even touch. He said it was just so covered in like a bunch of nasty stuff. So
Ugh.
I don't know. That lake
My,
needs some help.
my team this year, it's only me and my partner. So
Yeah, that's how it is for me. Except it's just me. I don't have a partner, but it's all
we
right. I don't mind it.
we have to have a partner.
I
Here.
heard that. Brennan told me that. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. But I did figure out I can't qualify for nationals because I don't have a partner. So,
Yeah.
all right. So it's like you can submit a request form to fish it as a solo angler if you do make it, but they said there'll be very few um, of those request forms that are actually that
Accepted.
they actually take. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't. The email I got didn't really explain why,
Yeah.
but I know there's not. It's not going to be a good reason. It doesn't make any sense. But
Hmm.
what's your favorite lure name? Mine's definitely Square Bill.
Just call you Spoiler King.
Yeah, you can see it under my name over here, Square Bills.
My favorite lure name? I don't know.
So like, I don't get technical with anything besides square bills. I got like all the types of square bills.
Yeah.
We got the silent square bills. We got the flat-sided square bills, the flat-sided silent square bills. So I got them all.
Yeah. I think spinnerbait.
I don't remember last time I threw a spinner bait whenever it wasn't in a pond.
Yeah, I've only really thrown a spinnerbait in a pond.
I see. It's like because when you go around, like I see so many kids throwing a spinner bait. It's like you see everyone else throwing a spinner bait.
Yeah.
You kind of look at them and you're like, so basically, like at least for my tournaments, what I've noticed is it's like you always got to beat these specific kids. Like there's just the kids that are regularly getting in like top 20. Those are kind of the only ones you have to worry about. And so like when you pass by the kids who aren't those people, and it's like, okay, we don't have to worry about them. They're throwing a spinnerbait. We're not going to throw a spinnerbait, so no, they're not catching anything. So,
unless you see them like catch like 2 5-pounders in a row, you're like, well,
I guess we're throwing a spinnerbait.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that happen. So
yeah,
and I've never seen anyone go on because like they ask us on stage, like, what'd you catch your fish on?
Yeah.
I mean, I bet some people lie. I mean, I've been very close to like being like caught them all on a 12-inch Magnum spoon, and let's see what people think. It's like, are they gonna believe me? I don't own
some
one
people
of
just
those.
say a hook.
Oh yeah. By the way, caught my fish on a hook. If you were wondering, they slay further north, like Minnesota, or even Bulge on top water. Yeah. It's like a goated pond fishing lure, but like when it comes to these tournament lakes, I don't know. I just don't throw them.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever been in a situation where a spinnerbait will outperform anything else.
Yeah, I like a chatterbait over a spinnerbait.
Yeah, me too. I'm a pretty big chatterbait guy. Always got one on.
Yeah, I need to get some lines back up. Pretty low.
I'll snap off chatterbaits so fast too. Like during my state tournament, my teammates actually ran out of so they were like, I think they were third place during day one of state. They were top 5. They caught a 7.5 pounder, but they had ran out of the baits they caught all their fish on. So they drove an hour and a half to the nearest Bass Pro Shop. And so while they were there, I was like, all right, grab me 3 jackhammers because that's what I caught all my fish on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is probably within like 30 minutes of day 2. I hit my trolling motor so hard with one of the jackhammers.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the end of my line. All that was hanging off was the blade. That's all that I had left.
I had that happen too once, and it just fell off.
I found mine on the floorboard, but it just wouldn't work right after. I put it back together. It just wouldn't run right anymore. And the other 2, I snapped off so fast that it made me mad.
Mine fell in the water.
Yeah, I thought mine did. And then like later I found it in the floorboard. I was like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So I tried putting it back together and it wouldn't run right.
Hmm.
And those are, I mean, they're $15 a piece. It's like, dang, hurts a little
Yeah.
bit. And not
Yeah, that
asking for
game.
cost or anything, but are you one of those guys who gatekeeps everything? I don't got nothing to gatekeep. I don't catch nothing.
I'm
I just
not.
throw square bill and it either works or it doesn't. That's it. You're
I'll
either
tell
gonna
you.
bite my
I'll
square
tell
bill
you
or I'm not gonna catch
anything.
it. I won't tell people about my secret lake though.
You got a secret lake?
Yeah, that's where I was fishing yesterday, but I didn't catch anything there, so it's not. I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I don't have like. I'm not gonna tell you in the middle of a tournament where I'm catching fish, but like if you're just like going out there to fun fish, if
Yeah.
in the miraculous event that I had somehow caught fish there at some point, I will give you some pointers. I'll just show you where I threw a square bill and caught probably a catfish and a 4-inch bass or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really say I've had many people ask for spots. I don't really give exact spots depending on the lake. Like my home lake, there is no exact spots. This is why I throw a square bill so much. Like my home lake, you're either gonna catch them throwing a square bill, dragging a shaky head, or flipping a Texas rig. And if you don't catch them doing that, they're not biting that day. And there are no like special spots out there.
Yeah.
Or maybe there are because I did fish a tournament because they have Thursday nighters there like every other week during the summer. And there was a guy who like won all of them. And one of the tournaments he turned in 3. So it's a 3 fish limit. Every fish he caught was over 7.5 pounds. So
Oh my gosh, dude.
and
That's
it's
crazy.
like I didn't turn a fish in any of those tournaments. And I fished quite a few of those tournaments. And
He knew
I think
something.
the last one I fished, oh, he definitely knows something. He's like, yeah, I just caught him throwing his crankbait on this rocky bank that everyone at the tournament had already fished. And it's like, I bet you did. I think the last tournament I fished there, I caught a snake on a chatterbait.
A snake? I've never caught a snake.
I snagged him, but I ended up casting so shallow that I guess I hooked him. It was dark because they go until after dark, and we were fishing around the boat ramp as our last spot.
Yeah.
I kind of just pulled back and I was pulling it in, and it felt like it was rolling like a catfish.
Huh.
I was like, that's weirdly shallow for a catfish to be. And I go to boat flip it, and it's all long and swinging his teeth around. Yeah. I'm in the same boat as you. When I got a spot going for me, I give the general area to the rest of my team. No, I don't have a team. But if my teammates would never give a spot away.
I don't have any teammates to give a spot.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's the nice thing about not having teammates is you don't have to give your spots away.
Yeah.
My favorite fishing YouTuber is 110% fishing with Norm, and I'm still waiting on him to come back.
Yeah, no. I did like him, but after he didn't post anymore, I'm like
I did get comfort. Do you remember Trey that was in all his videos? He said he's coming back.
I saw that, but I'm like,
I'm just waiting because like if he's taking this much time off and his videos were already that good, he's about to come out with like some movies.
If he does,
we're gonna have to go to theaters
to watch
this. We're gonna be going to theaters to watch this stuff.
Yeah,
I don't care if I have to rent out the movie theater to do it.
Mine would have to be Tyler's Wheel Fishing. I really like him.
I like him too. He's not fishing with Norm though. I need him to. I need Norm. Merch.
He kind of did a bunch of challenges and stuff. He didn't really just fish.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I go to YouTube to watch is like more entertaining stuff like that. That's why I don't watch Tyler's Real Fishing a ton unless it's like a video that I find specifically useful to me, which he fishes in Texas, so there are a good amount of those. But I don't know. That's why I've always liked watching like Norm and Yak Pack and Lojo, except Lojo and Yak Pack fell off. So
yeah, they did.
I really like watching AO fishing. His aren't like fully fishing based, but they're just really funny to watch. And fishing with smalls is funny too.
I go on YouTube to watch, get knowledge of how to catch more fish and stuff.
Maybe I should do that, and then maybe I can learn how to throw something that's not a square bill. Because that's an issue right now. Apparently, I don't know. It worked last time, so I'm just going to do it until it stops working. It just stopped working yesterday. So,
well,
swim jig.
Time to change something.
Yep. I caught one whole fish yesterday in 3 hours, so we're throwing a swim jig.
Yeah, I did. I went to a pond a couple days ago and fished for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours and only caught 2 fish. And now it was a farm pond, so there's cows everywhere, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
scared of cows anyways. So I'm like, probably not coming back here.
Yeah. Me and a buddy of mine fished a few farm ponds, I think 2 weeks ago. And there were definitely cows everywhere, and they were like rubbing their noses all over his truck. And so like it's just like a line down his truck, and then there's like nose prints all over his windows.
That's funny.
But
This pond it had a lot of bulls in it. And like I don't think these cows really saw people a lot. They're more like beef cows. They just left them in the field.
yeah, there weren't many bulls out there. Bulls definitely make me nervous, but I've grown up going to my ranch, and we've always had cows out there.
Yeah,
Do
my
not
grandfather
understand the
was a
jig hype.
farmer.
If you don't understand the jig hype, it just means you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say. Because I didn't understand it either until the first time I threw a swim jig. Caught. It was at a place where like I was never able to catch a bass on a lure. It's like this super crystal clear state park pond, and ended up catching two like back to back. Was like kind of burning it and shaking it right under the surface, and a couple hours later I picked it back up and literally caught the biggest fish in that entire pond. Dang. And I was like, all right, we're throwing a swim jig more often now. And then I don't know, I've just always been able to catch some fish on like a football jig or a flipping jig. Flipping jigs are fun.
Football jig's the only one I throw. Football and a swim jig. I don't really throw any other jig.
I did catch my PB spotted bass on a football jig. Well, no, I don't throw a football jig enough. I just throw it every once in a while, and come to think of it, it usually works when I throw it, so I need to throw it more often.
Yeah,
that's what happened. I start throwing these baits, and I have luck on them every one. Like I don't throw them very often. It's like this with a jerk bait. I throw them every once in a while, and I always catch fish on them. But then I don't throw them again.
Yeah.
When we throw spinner baits and drop shots, that could be why you don't catch as many fish.
You need to have some more.
You got to vary it up a little bit.
Get some more baits in there.
Advice for growing a YouTube channel.
Consistency.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to find anything special here. We're just going to tell you what everyone else tells you.
Yeah.
I mean,
consistency.
I can't speak on consistency because I'm like the most inconsistent person on YouTube, but I'm working on it. Right now I'm trying to build up a bunch of content.
Yeah.
I know I posted a short today, which is I seem to be pretty consistent posting one every month. One a month. But it's always on a very random day. It's like, oh, I have this footage, let's post it. And the one I posted today, I actually purposely made that one.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I was kind of just doing that one as an experimental one. But I went ahead and posted it, and it did pretty good. It hit 1K faster than any video I've posted in a long time. I just haven't checked on it since, but I don't know. I like making those kind of shorts. Basically like a miniature long form.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a long form out, but I'm having trouble just watching my own footage over and over again.
It's like, this is really boring.
Yeah.
That's just how all mine are. It's like
so boring.
Because I tell myself I'm going to post all my tournament videos no matter what. So
yeah,
this one's going to be very boring. I was very tired most of this tournament. And so I didn't talk much. And when I did, it's very tired sounding.
Yeah.
And which that one should be out next Friday. But yeah, I'm excited about. So that Cast King reel mystery box is they basically did a challenge. It comes with a reel. Then it'll either come with line or some baits, and then some kind of tool.
Yeah.
And basically, you're supposed to use everything in that box to catch a fish. Basically, kind of like a mystery tackle box, except it's a reel. which is kind of cool. I like that.
How much was
And
it?
the one I got, I believe it's 65 for the cheaper version, and then it's 90 for the other one, which you'll always get at least the amount of money you paid, and
Yeah.
sometimes more. Which I know a lot of people got the deadbolt when they got the $90 box.
Yeah.
Someone got one of the new MGTIs.
I've been
and
wanting to get the deadbolt. That looks cool.
I like mine. I use it for flipping.
Yeah, that's what I would
Oh.
use mine for. Because I need a new one. I had a PC Fun, but I took it saltwater fishing and it stopped working. And they haven't like they haven't got back with me to like say like, oh yeah, we'll send you a new one or something.
Yeah, I'm not a
But
fan of those people. I have one of their reels taken apart in my desk right now. But they don't get along with Cast King because at one point they were kind of like direct competition. They were kind of in the same budget range, same size company.
Right.
But it got to the point like Cast King is like it's not even close anymore. Also, their name bothers me. I don't like that name. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Piece of Fun is
Well, like piece of crap.
Exactly.
Piece of junk.
Yep. I just gotta send that to him. But
hey, change your name.
But I know Rippin' Rods is partnered with them, but he also doesn't use any of their stuff.
Yeah.
And I know Brennan was whenever he was making YouTube videos. I wish he still did. His videos weren't like anything super special, but I always like watching his older videos.
Yeah, me too. If
He
he
was
was still
doing good.
making, if he was still making them, I'd collab with him.
Yeah, y'all should go out there and do a 1v1.
Yeah.
I'd collab too if I had somebody to collab with. There's this one guy who does make videos in my town. We have like same size channel. But he makes car videos and fishing videos on the same channel. And so I just messaged him one day on Facebook and I was like, do you want to collab sometime? And he basically just like, I'm not ready for a full-time collaboration commitment. I don't think he understood what I was saying. I was like, we can just go make one video together, and I don't know. All right, well, I got to start wrapping it up here.
Yeah,
I got to go eat.
Yeah, same.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I'm always open to do it on your channel too. I know you were saying, asking if you could stream it to yours, which I'm really debating getting the StreamYard Pro, but it's just so it's like $50 a month. And I don't make that much money.
Yeah,
and
I hardly make money. When I do, I spend it too fast.
Yeah, me too. But it makes it to where it would let you do it to your channel at the same time. But yeah, we can always do it. I'm always open to doing it on your channel.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'll have another open live tomorrow to where basically anyone can join. It'll be at 4:00 because I gotta.
Yeah, I got you
around at 6. Yeah, that's where I'll be in. So
I might pop in that one.
All right, it's open to anybody. But yeah, I appreciate those of y'all who stuck around. It seemed like we had a pretty consistent audience, 5 to 8 viewers, which is very uncommon for my live. So I appreciate everyone who was hanging out. Caleb's always hanging out for a while. I appreciate him. Mr. Bluegill, he's a newer one. I haven't seen that username. And then
Bluegill.
Any Fins Possible is a longtime channel supporter. Aaron. Oh wait, y'all have the same last name. You and Aaron.
Yeah, he's my brother.
Okay. But yeah, he was hanging out. I appreciate that. And then Hookem and Landon. He's been around for a while too. Appreciate him for stopping by. And then Jerry always pops in randomly and disappears.
WJ.
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We'll be live again tomorrow. And yeah. I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
See ya.